there, Jack Bosch here again, and I'm here with one of our kind of weekly tip videos. Sometimes they're more than weekly, sometimes a little less, but that's what we're doing. I'm giving tips on how to do land flipping for pennies on the dollar. How you get real estate deals done without the hassles and complications that you deal in the housing world, without competition. And you can go to landforpennies.com. You can go to landprofitgenerator.com and find out more about it, watch some videos about it, and so on. But right now, I want to share with you the concept of doing these deals internationally. Now, what I mean by that is there's two ways of looking at that. And I get a lot of questions from people, and the two questions relating to the subject are like, Jack, I'm from Mexico. I'm from Germany. I'm originally from Germany, so I get a lot of those about Germany. But my wife, Michelle, co-founder of the system, she's from Honduras, Central America. So we get questions about, I'm in Latin America, I'm in China, I'm in Germany. Can I do it there? And the other question that I get is, Jack, I live in Germany, I live in Mexico, I live in Argentina, South America, in China. Can I do this from there in the United States? So let me address them. The question again was, can I do this in my home country that is not the United States? The answer to that is, it depends. The other question was, and I'll go into more detail in just a second. The other question was, can I do this from my home country in the United States? And the answer is absolutely yes. So let's go on the first one first. Can I do this in a different country while I live in that different country? And here comes down to, the answer is technically yes, right? Technically yes. Wherever there is people, there's situations that cause those people to sell properties for below market value. I mean, it even happened in my own family. Right? When my grandparents passed away, they owned a small multifamily property, it had like 6 units in it, and they owned a lot behind it, a small lot behind it, and they owned some lots outside of town. When they passed away, they gave their inheritance to their 6 children and their, I think, 16 or 18 grandchildren, so for a total of 24 heirs. So I got a little piece of that too. And but what happens is, if you give it to that many people, there's going to be a few of them that say like, let's keep it and rent it. And there's a majority going to say like, no, let's not work with that, particularly if the environment is that they're not very entrepreneurial. And they say like, no, I want the cash, I want the cash, I want the cash. So they're going to go and sell it. So guess what they did? They sold the house for less than market value, and they sold those lots, which, given they weren't worth a whole lot, for they were only worth $5,000 a piece, they sold them for $1,000 a piece. So somebody bought these 3 lots worth $15,000 for $3,000, which is, by the way, exactly what we're doing in the land profit generator world, right? That's what we're doing all day long here. That's where Michelle and I have done 4,000 deals since the year 2002 and growing, right? We're just selling 12 properties right now. This in the next, well, actually, just closed on them. So it happens all over the world. The key on whether or not you can do it sustainably is whether or not you have access to the right data. Right? Access to the right data. What I mean by that is that the way we operate here in the United States, the way it works so well in the United States, is that there's no such thing like data protection. There's no such thing like privacy in the United States. I'm sorry to break it out for you, but there's no such thing. There's services, data services, where you can find out what somebody owns, how long they've owned it, what they paid for it in most cases, if they owe anything against it, and you can find out what the value of that property is, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can find all of that out. You can find out the mailing address of these people, of the owners. You can find out, you name it, everything. And that is actually, in this scenario, a beautiful thing. While it is concerning from a privacy and identity theft kind of point of view, it is very, very good from a business point of view, because it allows you to target an area and county like we do in our land profit generator. And I didn't mention already, you can go there, landprofitgenerator.com. There's free videos and training class and stuff that you can watch there, but and learn more about it. But in that because of that lack of privacy, it allows you to basically pick an area, pick a county, pick a neighborhood, pick a certain area, get the names of everyone that lives there, anyone that owns there, and then send them a direct mail piece of letter, right? These lists are publicly available. They're available to data sources. They're available to counties. They're available thing. And then again, in our course, we describe in detail how you get that done, which one you should go after, and how easy they are to get, right? And so that's the beauty of it. If you live in Germany, for example, good luck with that. Germany has such strict privacy laws, and I know that because I'm from there originally. I lived there until age 27. Is that if you want to find out who the owner of the house down the street from you is, 3 houses over, and you don't know the people in person, good luck. You won't find it out. It's just so the privacy laws are so strict that only the owners or anyone with an interest in that property can actually find out anything about that property. So as a result, it's not scalable. As a result, you cannot really do that as a mass kind of business in Germany. Can you go on similar websites like Craigslist over there and post I'm searching for land. If you're willing to sell your land, contact me. Or can you scour the internet for people who will put it up on these kind of little like Craigslist-like websites? Sure. But then it's a treasure hunt and it's not a sustainable business. So therefore the answer comes to, if you live in another country, if somebody lives in a country where there's also no privacy laws, then absolutely it would work. You can go get deals there, you can get the address there of the owners, you can send them a letter, just the same thing we do in our land profit generator. So now, so therefore it depends, but the answer is usually what I found, not very many states have such lax privacy laws as the United States has. So therefore the United States is the perfect place to do this. So now leading into the other question now, can you do this in the United States from anywhere else? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. All you need to do is you need to make sure that your business is set up virtually, that you have a virtual mailbox, you have a mailing house, you have a call center, you have a telephone number, all these kind of things set up here in the United States so that you don't have to send out your direct mail from Uganda, right? You don't have to send out direct mail from China. You don't have to send out direct mail from Germany, right? You don't have to have people do international phone calls and call you in your home country to talk about. You have to take into consideration the time difference, right? If somebody calls you at 5 p.m., you know what? That's 2 in the morning in Germany. So you don't want to have to become a night owl to take people's phone calls. You need to set up systems for that. And again, in our land profit generator, we have created an entire module dedicated for that, and we're about to expand that module with more information about how to exactly to go out there from another part of the country. But yes, you can do it, right? The module will expand more into questions like, do you need an LLC in the country? How do you set this up from outside of the country? How do you set your legal structure? How do you pay taxes in here? So it's going to be a module that we're setting up right now in conjunction with our CPA who knows all of that, in conjunction with a service that can help you set up, that can help international people set up LLCs here in the country, and so on. So it becomes a really nice package for anyone outside of the country if they want to do deals in the United States. All the information necessary is going to be included in the land profit generator. And most of it is already included, just that we haven't been given like certain recommendations. So if you go into land profit generator right now, you go sign up for it, you get it perhaps. It's only going to be a matter very soon until we'll have access to all that information. And right now, already the lineup of what you need to set up and certain referrals are already there. So the 80%, 90% is already there. We're just adding a little bit to it. That's what we, by the way, continuously do in our program. As new things come up, we update the program, we keep it up to date. We always make sure we are cutting edge on the best way to get land for pennies on the dollar and flip it in a matter of days for the same profits that you make in the housing world. So again, the link to learn more about that is landprofitgenerator.com. Now also, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you go below and like the YouTube channel, right? Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching it on Facebook, go over to YouTube, subscribe to it. Find Jack Bosch is the channel name. Look for Jack Bosch, subscribe to it. And then also put your comments in there. If you have questions about how to do this internationally, put your questions below and I'll make sure we'll monitor it and we'll answer those questions. All right. Thank you very much. Next tip is coming up soon. Bye-bye.
Enjoyed this episode? Then make sure you like, subscribe, and post your comments and questions below the video. We're looking forward to hearing from you.